Do you style it yourself?
Yeah, I style it myself. I just did it today.
Oh my god, it's a lot longer than I thought it was. Oh my god!
It's past my butt.
No way! Alright, are we rolling?
Yep.
Hello everybody, hello. Welcome back to Girl Boss South Africa. My name is Zane Tabete, you can call me Zane. And I am your host for this new web series called My Natural Hair Story. We will be talking to girls, black girls, and black women around the world about natural hair. You know, this has been a conversation amongst black girls and black women for the past couple of years. And, you know, it's just been at the forefront of, you know, part of our struggle with self-image and self-acceptance as black women. So I really thought it would be cool to talk to women around the world about their natural hair journeys. And, you know, because it is also one of the things that connects us as black women across the world. And my passion is unity, black unity. So, you know, what better way to connect with other sisters than to talk about, you know, one of the things that we all deal with, natural hair. Today we're talking to Laila Little from the United States of America. Hey!
Sister.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Was embracing your natural hair kind of a thing that you had to consciously make the effort to do?
Totally. I think what beauty is depicted, or how beauty is depicted over here, a lot of us find it very uncomfortable to wear our natural hair, to wear anything outside of perm hair, straight hair, or even black or dark brown colored hair. I think some of us really have to really own it and really become comfortable with it, because everything that we see on TV is the total opposite. Even now, it's becoming a thing, you know, in terms of our curves and our big lips and our big features and our hips and big behinds. It's becoming a thing, but before it wasn't. It was this: you have to be slim, you have to have straight blonde hair, or even just straight black hair. But now it's becoming easier. However, there was a time where wearing your natural hair was looked down upon, or even looked like, oh, why didn't you do your hair? Like, what do you mean? Why? So you're saying that my hair isn't done because it's natural? And it was so ironic, so funny.
What age would you say you actually began to embrace your natural hair?
I can remember this so vividly in my junior year in high school, where I literally just cut all of my weave braids out completely, just from the root. So not only did I cut my hair, but I cut all the perm hair off, and I literally started from an afro this big. And I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm not doing no more perms. I'm not doing any more weaves. That's it.
Oh my God.
Vividly, at the age of 17 years old, I said, I'm done.
Wow.
But there was a small period where I was very uncomfortable. Maybe like 6 months to a year where I was very uncomfortable with wearing my natural hair, and I started out with like little twists, little locks. And I saw the difference in how men approached me or didn't approach me at all, because now I'm at this natural sister who doesn't have this weave going down my back. So it took a lot, and it took a lot of building my self-esteem and my confidence to feel confident in wearing my own hair.
Did you ever cut your hair again since then?
I've never cut it since then. I never cut it. I just locked it up, and it's been locked ever since. I'm going on 16 years.
Did it take a while to then start to feel beautiful again?
It took a while. And I think our black men play a huge part in that, which, not even to go into religion, but in the Quran it says that the men have a duty to make their wife feel comfortable, to feel beautiful. So it took me about a good year to really stand firm about what I believed in, and really feel beautiful about myself.
And how, you know, what role would you say your hair plays in kind of your spirituality? Is there a connection between your hair and your spirituality for you?
Yeah, definitely. Spirituality plays a huge part. I'm very conscious of the spirits or the energy of which I'm around. There's a certain type of people that I don't go around at all. A lot of negative talking, a lot of negative just beings. I don't like to be in those environments. So, because I know it attaches to your hair. And then I don't want to go back to that stage where I have to start over or not feeling beautiful again. although it's a little different now because I'm older, so hair is not even like I must have long hair to be beautiful. It's not even that anymore. However, I just don't even want to go back to, that's just not what I'm feeling right now. So I just try to avoid it, basically.
Yeah. Do you think that like African American history and Black history has anything to do with how we perceive our natural hair and our discomfort with our natural hair? What's your perception on the connection between the two?
Our history, or should I say this lack of knowing our history, plays a huge part, because all we remember is being that if you're lighter, you're in a better situation. If you have longer hair, you're in a better situation. So our lack of knowing our history and not knowing where we're from, and this is depicted of being beautiful, and which is one of the reasons why the Western or the Spaniards or even the Portuguese went to Africa to get us, because they heard that there was some beautiful women in Africa. So if you don't know that, then you're just trying to imitate what you see or what we depict as beauty in America. So yeah, our history has everything to do with it. It's so funny because I think it gets easier as the generations go on. I think my daughters see me wearing my natural hair. She don't see me wearing a lot of makeup all the time. She don't see me wearing perms or anything. So a lot of times they emulate what they see. Although I still give her the life lessons that your hair the way it is fine. It's beautiful. This is who you are. And that's the best way to be natural. So, but another thing that I do is I make sure that my daughter plays with black dolls.
Yeah.
And so people don't understand the significance and the importance of that. But they have to grow into being themselves and being comfortable with themselves before you can teach them about diversity. Yeah. Because you can't go in there and you never teach them that black is beautiful and then send them out in the world and expect for them to believe that. So that's not what the world is teaching them. So we definitely are big on having them watch black cartoons and read black books and play with black dolls. Yeah. Other dolls aren't even accepted in my house.
That's really powerful, and it really like sets them from an early age. It sets them up for just a really strong self-image.
Yes.
So what is it that kind of your hair care routine, since you've had natural hair since you were 17 and it is flourishing, what are some of the things that you do that you think are really good for your hair that other black girls can get into if they're struggling to maintain their natural hair?
I think keeping it oiled, and natural products, oils and what we eat plays a huge part as well. If you notice that if you eat a lot of greens and you eat the right foods, your hair and your nails and your skin flourishes and it glows a lot better. So I'm very conscious of what I put in my body. I'm also big on and putting oils in it, but just leave it alone. Literally, if you just leave your hair alone and don't do too much to it, but just make sure you're maintaining yourself with your diet and exercise, everything else will fall into place. Everything else. So it's just about eating properly and putting oils in my hair. I keep oils in my hair.
Yeah. Do you feel that it's still a thing in 2020? Do you think black women are still facing discrimination with their natural hair?
It's still a challenge. A lot of places in the workforce, especially, you'll see a lot of cases going up in the news about discriminating against hair, and they're saying that African American women can come in the workplace with afros or wearing their natural hair in a certain way. So, and also locks have been very discriminated against in the African American or in the U.S. period. Depending on where you work, a lot of people won't allow you to wear your locks to work, especially men. So it's just crazy, but it's still something that we're fighting.
Now, how do you think that can begin to change, or what is it that you think that we can do to, begin to change that?
I think a lot of these issues can be dealt with if we pull our dollars. A lot of the issues, if we start building that black dollar and that economy for ourselves, we'll have more manpower and more economic power to go in there and demand some of the things that we want. Listen, if you don't do what we want, then we just gonna work with you, period. And they know that we have the finances and that community to back up our words. So a lot of this stuff can be done if we just pull our dollar from supporting these corporations. We make up a lot of United States power in terms of economics. But so if we just learn to just unite, like we spoke about before, that would solve a lot of our issues.
Definitely.
I'm all for. I'm about going back home. Really. Just forget just throw the whole country away. Everybody's just going back home.
Right.
No, going back home. It's not working for us. It's not working here.
And that's such a controversial thing to say because a lot of people don't really understand, the value in, because we have this discussion a lot here at Afro Savvy House that there are a lot of protests. The Black Lives Matter movement is such an important, such a powerful movement. But at the end of the day, you cannot change the mindset of a racist person. America was built on the blood and sweat of Africans. The ultimate solution would be just to go home, because this is the place where we need to take back, because we as Africans are struggling as well. We're trying to get our land back from them, land that they stole from us.
That's so crazy to me.
So you've actually been to Africa a few times, but is it just Nigeria?
I've only been to Nigeria. I've been to Nigeria 3 times. The first time initially I went to start International Double Dutch League Africa, which is what I shared before.
Yeah.
But I went back 2 months later and got married in Nigeria.
What is your message to Black girls with natural hair, especially young Black girls with natural hair?
Simply to be proud of who you are, and then share that and express that in every way you can, through your work, through your social media platforms, through your network entirety. Just share it and take the opportunity to educate those who aren't African American or who aren't proud of their inner self and their natural being. Just wear it on your shoulder, wear it everywhere you go. Be proud.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.